October 4th, 2018. Some new information coming out just today about an arrest that took place at Cher's mansion in Malibu last week. Just today, a news outlet has obtained a search warrant. One of the warrants for this arrest that was reported here was the headline from last week. They said Cher's mansion swarmed by police as they arrest man living at the home on drug charges. It was reportedly her assistant's son, Donovan Ruiz. He was named 23-year-old. That was last week. Now we have more information from this search warrant that had just been obtained originally by TMZ. It was early this morning. Gave some new info. It's spreading in some other outlets. Following the arrest last week, where police arrested 23-year-old Donovan Ruiz, the son of one of Cher's personal assistants who lives at her residence, a look at the newly released search warrant now reveals the full extent of the alleged dealer's stash. This is according to authorities what they obtained on site. According to the search warrant just obtained by the celebrity gossip site, police uncovered a long list of narcotics and drug paraphernalia on Ruiz and in his room. In addition to a supply, several boxes of ammo, bullets were found in the bedroom of this man that was living at Cher's home. During the search, police allegedly found 1.3 grams of fentanyl powder, Xanax, an unidentified white pill, along with tin foil and a straw with brown residue. Search of the room also unearthed 16 yellow pills marked 215 and 2 pink pills marked K40. Additional narcotics were also found on site. Police reportedly called paramedics, according to the documents, after finding the ammunition out of concern that the search could turn violent, they said. Documents also state that the police obtained a search warrant for the property after learning that Ruiz may have sold drugs to a Thousand Oaks resident who overdosed and died last month. So this was potentially in connection to this OD death as well. Now they're claiming that Cher was unaware that this was going on in her mansion in Malibu. At the same time, I have done a couple recent videos just talking about some other unsolved murders that are going on in Malibu. Some outlets are asking if there's a potential serial killer in Malibu. Authorities have also suggested that there could be a connection to some gangs in LA as well. LA, Los Angeles gangs could be tied into at least a few of the murders that are going on around Malibu. So I had previously talked about this, how this is actually not far from several well-known celebrities. Will Smith's mansion is less than half an hour away from this area. This is Cher's mansion. You can zoom in here, and this is less than 15 minutes away from several of these murder sites. So that's Cher's mansion, just close-up view, and it's less than 15 minutes, about 9.5 miles from several sites close to Malibu Creek State Park. This was the site of one killing that I previously discussed. There was another body found at Malibu Hindu Temple, which is right next to a school that is run by James Cameron. That's the director of Titanic. His wife runs this school. They said that they have taken special security measures given these unsolved killings, unusual around the area. Will Smith also lives fairly close. This is Will Smith's mansion, close to the site of these unsolved killings. The killing of Tristan Badet was one that some people may have heard of. He was a pharmaceutical scientist. He'd also done some work on vaccines, reportedly. I had talked about this in a previous video, but Tristan Badet was 35 years old, scientist. He had been killed at a campground at Malibu Creek State Park, as we saw just about 15 minutes away from Cher's mansion, which had since been closed. This chemist had been employed by pharmaceutical giant Allergen, but that was shot in the head while camping with his two daughters. They were unharmed, the daughters, thankfully. There have, however, been several other unsolved killings. One, as I mentioned, potentially tying in, authorities are saying, with gangs. They've called it a gang-related crime. Possibly the 19-year-old Roger Chavez Barahona. His body was found also in the area. He had moved, they say, to the U.S. from Honduras in 2016 and was known to have associated with a Los Angeles gang. Just going back to the recent arrest of Cher's assistant's son, it's just being reported in Malibu, close by. Other sources have mentioned as well that he reportedly sold drugs to Ventura and Los Angeles counties as well. So he sold drugs to Los Angeles. They are saying that some of these other Malibu killings could be tied to a Los Angeles gang. Authorities are declining to name which gang in particular they think that this could be connected to. Some local residents have been frustrated with the lack of information that they have been given by authorities over this killing, even suggesting that there could be some sort of cover-up. Just one other recent suspicious killing that took place in the area around this very close Hindu temple. So Tristan Baudet was found in Malibu Creek State Park, and right beside that Malibu Hindu temple, another body had been found, the body of Francisco Ronaldo Cruz. He's 52 years old. He was discovered a month before Baudet's killing. His body was found in a ditch in front of the Malibu Hindu temple, a lavish white structure devoted to Hindu god. The temple sits a few hundred yards from the entrance to the Malibu Creek State Park, very close to the site of Tristan Baudet's murder, and attracts devotees from around the world. Coroner report found that Cruz had been killed by sharp force injuries and blunt force trauma to the head. According to park officials who wish to remain anonymous, the Hollywood Reporter is talking about this. I have linked in the description, but some park officials have added another disturbing detail. They say that his body showed signs of torture in the form of drill marks. So that was the third unsolved killing. It's recent in this area. It's unusual. Hollywood Reporter also points out again that this is quite close to Will Smith's mansion. They picture it here. Malibu Creek State Park, epicenter of the shootings, is adjacent to Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's $43 million estate. And less than 15 minutes from Cher's mansion as well. Again, authorities saying that Cher was not aware of this man that was operating this drug ring out of her home. It is unusual that there is potential connections back to Los Angeles, where this unnamed gang, authorities have suggested, could be connected to the at least one of these killings that they're still investigating. Let me know what you think about all this. I will follow up if any more information comes out. Reminder again, I am over on patreon.com/realityreader. Thank you everybody that has donated over there. It makes a huge difference. Even $1 or $2 gives me some more time to put back into the channel, keep talking about these issues. Patreon.com/realityreader. Link in the description, and I have links to the articles as well if you want to take a look. Let me know what you think in a comment. I'll follow up soon. Thank you.